Hey everyone, welcome to the second time recording all of these narrations. The file corrupted the first time, and no matter what I did to change it, the export always sounded pretty awful. Anyways, today I've got some video game creepypastas that I hope you guys will enjoy. Also, I'm starting to feel a little sick, so I'm sorry if some of the narrations sound a little nasally. Like and subscribe. In the depths of the gaming world, a legend has persisted for years, sending shivers down the spines of even the most seasoned players. This is the tale of JVK1166.esp, a supposedly cursed mod for the beloved Elder Scrolls series that has become a modern creepypasta phenomenon. It's a story that has evolved over time through whispers on forums, fragments of code, and the haunted expressions of those brave or foolhardy enough to try it. Picture this: you're a dedicated Elder Scrolls fan, scouring the darkest corners of the internet for the most unique and thrilling mods to elevate your gaming experience. You've tried it all, from sprawling city expansions to complex overhauls of the game mechanics. One catches your eye: JVK1166.esp. The name is cryptic, the description minimal. No screenshots, no user reviews, yet an inexplicable pull draws you in, a morbid curiosity that cannot be satiated. You download it, install it, and enter the game with a mix of excitement and trepidation that sets your heart pounding in your chest. At first, nothing seems out of the ordinary. The sun still rises over the sprawling landscape, the NPCs still go about their daily routines. But as you delve deeper into the virtual world, subtle changes become apparent. Textures flicker and distort like a television with poor reception. The gameplay hiccups with strange glitches, characters teleporting across the screen, the soundtrack warping into an unsettling drone. And then, the messages begin to appear. Ominous notes etched into the walls of ancient ruins, cryptic warnings whispered in your ear by unseen voices. The game seems to be watching you, commenting on your actions with an unnerving awareness that blurs the line between the virtual and the real. As curiosity turns to obsession, you dig deeper into the mod's secrets. You uncover notes from a mysterious figure known only as JVK1166Z.esp, ramblings that hint at dark conspiracies and tragic events from our own world, references to forgotten cults, to unsolved murders, to whispered legends that make your skin crawl. The game's landscapes warp and twist, revealing surreal vistas and hidden areas that seem to defy the very boundaries of the game engine. You find yourself wandering through a haunting replica of the Twin Towers, standing atop a pixelated recreation of the Chernobyl reactor. Every step feels like a descent into madness, a journey through the deepest, darkest fears of the human psyche. The most chilling revelation is the creeping sense that the mod itself is alive, a malevolent force manipulating your journey. Players who have dared to try the mod claim to have received phantom phone calls, the caller ID displaying a string of nonsensical numbers that seem to shift and writhe on the screen. Some even speak of seeing ghostly apparitions flickering at the edge of their vision, hearing disembodied whispers that seem to be emanating from the shadows themselves. Others tell tales of strange happenings in their own homes, of doors creaking open in the dead of night, of finding cryptic messages scrawled on their mirrors. It's as if the mod's dark energy has seeped into their reality, transforming their world into an extension of the twisted game. Despite the terror it inspires, JVK1166.esp holds an irresistible allure. Gamers gather in hushed whispers on forums, sharing theories and fragments of the mod's content. Some brave souls attempt to reverse engineer it, to unlock the secrets buried within the code. Others hunt the depths of the internet, poring over abandoned websites and forgotten archives, hoping against hope to stumble upon the elusive file and experience its horror firsthand. The hunt itself becomes an obsession, a quest for a digital holy grail that may not even exist. The true creator of JVK1166.esp remains a mystery, their intentions unknown. The work of a twisted genius, a masterpiece of psychological horror crafted by a deranged mind, or is it something more? A genuine portal to a dark and foreboding realm that lurks just beyond the edge of our reality. The answers, much like the mod itself, remain lost in the digital void. We are left with only the legends, the haunted tales of those who have dared to try it. Yet the legend persists, a testament to the power of a well-woven tale in the age of information. JVK1166.esp has become a modern myth, a cautionary story about the dangers of delving too deep into the unknown. It's a reminder that even in our virtual worlds, there are still mysteries and terror beyond our comprehension, and still, we are drawn to it, gamers and curiosity seekers alike, for in the flickering glow of our screens, we catch a glimpse of something beyond the veil, a hint of the magic and the terror that lies just beyond the edge of our reality. It's a siren's call, luring us deeper into the depths of the digital unknown. And once you've heard that call, there is no turning back. In the depths of the internet, a chilling enigma emerged in March 2017. A YouTube channel named Petscop appeared, uploading a series of cryptic videos that purported to document the gameplay of an obscure, previously unreleased PlayStation game. This wasn't just any game, it was Petscop, a title allegedly developed by the fictional Garalina company in the late 1990s, but never unleashed on the public. The gameplay videos followed the protagonist, Paul, as he ventured into the game's world, capturing pets and unearthing secrets that lurked in the shadows. The 3D platform and mechanics seemed innocent enough, but an eerie atmosphere hung over everything, like a shroud of unease. There was something off about this game, something that gnawed at the back of your mind as you watched. As Paul delved deeper into the game, he stumbled upon elements that hinted at a horrifying narrative lurking just beneath the surface. References to child abuse, disturbing imagery, and cryptic messages hidden in the environment made your skin crawl. And then, there was the Newmaker Plain, a chilling hidden area that referenced the tragic real-life death of Candace Newmaker. The game seemed to be reaching out from the screen, pulling you into its world of psychological horror. At the heart of the mystery was the Shadow Monster Man, also known as the Newmaker. This enigmatic figure seemed to cast a malevolent shadow over the game world, connected to its darkest themes and secrets. Who was the Newmaker? What did they want? The question swirled in your mind, adding to the sense of unease that gripped you as you watched. As the series progressed, Paul uncovered clues about the game's creator, Rainer, a troubled soul who seemed to have poured his pain into the game. The more Paul learned, the more questions he had. What had driven Rainer to create such a game? What tragedy had shaped Petscop into the haunting experience that it was? Petscop quickly became a sensation in the online horror community. Viewers pored over each episode, dissecting every frame for clues, theorizing about the game's true meaning. Theories spread like wildfire. Who was the Newmaker? What secrets lay hidden in the game? The community worked together, a collective detective trying to solve the ultimate mystery. And then there was the creator, the anonymous figure behind the channel. They remained a ghost, occasionally releasing new episodes that sent the community into a frenzy. Petscop had become a living, breathing entity, a creature of the internet that refused to be pinned down. Years later, Petscop remains an enigma, a mystery that continues to haunt the internet. The series has inspired a new generation of creators to explore the realm of psychological horror and metafiction, but the question remains, will Petscop ever be fully understood, or will it continue to evolve, a perpetual mystery that draws us in with its secrets and chills us to our cores? One thing is certain, as long as Petscop exists, we'll be drawn to its world, desperate to uncover its secrets, even as it sends shivers down our spines. The game continues, a siren's call from the depths of the internet, beckoning us to enter its world and confront the horrors that lurk within. The darkest, most foreboding corners of the internet, a legendary creepypasta has haunted users for over a decade. Pale Luna is more than just a horror story. It's an immersive experience that burrows under your skin, seeping into your thoughts, and refuses to let go. Its mere mention in hushed online forums or dimly lit chat rooms can send a shiver down the spines of even the most seasoned horror fans. The tale begins innocently enough, with the narrator embarking on a journey through the musty recesses of their family attic. The air is thick with the scent of decay and forgotten memories. The only sound is the faint rustling of old papers and the creaking of worn wooden beams. Amidst the cobweb-draped trunks and the discarded trinkets of bygone eras, one item catches their eye, a cryptic, faded game titled Pale Luna, accompanied by a chilling note scrawled in ink that's blood pale with age. Do not play. The words seem to leap off the page, echoing with a desperate urgency that only piques the narrator's curiosity. Of course, such a warning only serves as a beacon. The narrator gingerly inserts the disc into their ancient computer, the clunky machinery wheezing and groaning to life. As Pale Luna boots up, they're transported to a world both eerily familiar and yet utterly alien, a text-based adventure that echoes the primitive, monochrome games of the 1970s and 80s. The screen flickers with each command, casting an otherworldly glow over the narrator's face. First, the game seems quaint, almost charming in its retro simplicity, but as the narrator progresses, they realize with a jolt of unease that something is terribly wrong. The game knows their name, uttering it in a hollow, synthesized voice that sends shivers down their spine. It references their deepest fears, their most intimate secrets, as if it's rummaged through their darkest recesses of their mind. Every decision they make, every command they input, feels observed, judged, and twisted in ways they can't quite grasp. The game seems to shift and adapt around them like a living maze. The line between reality and the game begins to blur, then shred apart. The narrator is plagued by visions and disembodied whispers, echoes of the game seeping into their waking life. They see ghostly apparitions flickering at the edge of their vision, hear the faint rustling of non-existent pages. They're trapped in a labyrinth of code and madness, stalked by an unseen presence that wears the face of Pale Luna, a haunting visage of a woman, her features deathly pale and indistinct. The narrator realizes with dawning terror that they're doomed. Pale Luna is not mere software, but a portal to a realm of ancient, eldritch horror, and they've invited it into their world, their minds. The game's presence closes in around them, a suffocating shroud of dread that threatens to consume their sanity. The story concludes on a haunting note, the narrator's fate hanging in the balance. Would they succumb to the game's abyssal pool, forever trapped in its digital hell? Or can they find a way to exorcise the curse and shatter its hold? The answer remains as elusive as Pale Luna itself, leaving the reader with a sense of creeping dread that lingers long after the tale is finished. The screen fades to black, but the true horror lingers, echoing in the silence. Pale Luna is a masterclass in psychological horror, exploiting our deepest fears of technology and the unknowable. It's a chilling reminder that in the darkest, most foreboding recesses of the internet, terrors await that can transcend the boundaries of the screen and consume us whole. It's a testament to the power of horror to burrow under our skin and haunt us, leaving an indelible mark on our minds. And for those brave enough to seek it out, Pale Luna remains, waiting to ensnare its next victim in an eternal dance of dread. Somewhere on the internet, experienced by an unlucky few, a terrifying tale has taken root, enthralling audiences with its macabre charm and ability to unearth primal fears that refuse to be silenced. The Princess is more than a mere creepypasta. It's a digital folktale, a haunting odyssey born from the shadowy corners of online forums and creepypasta sites. Its true origins remain shrouded in an impenetrable mystery, but one thing is certain: this is a horror story that will burrow under your skin, wrapping icy fingers around your heart, and linger long after the lights go out and the comforting glow of your screen fades to black. Imagine stumbling upon an unmarked video game cartridge, its label bearing a single, chilling phrase in childish bubble letter script: The Princess. The plastic casing is cold to the touch, leaching the warmth from your fingers. Perhaps you unearthed it in a dusty, cobweb-shrouded flea market stall, the vendor's eyes glinting with a knowing light. Maybe it arrived in the mail with no return address, the only clue a faint scent of decay wafting from the envelope. However you acquired it, the moment this game enters your life, nothing will ever be the same. Your innocence will be shattered, your perception of reality forever warped. At first, the princess seems harmless, a nostalgic throwback to the 8-bit era of platformers. The controls are intuitive, the levels bright and inviting, populated by cartoon creatures that seem plucked from a child's fever dream. But as you delve deeper into the game, a creeping sense of unease takes hold, like the first tendrils of frost creeping across a winter's night window pane. Witches flicker at the edge of your vision, the soundtrack warping into a discordant melody that sets your teeth on edge and makes your skin crawl. The game world grows distorted, like a funhouse mirror reflection of innocence and dread, the colors bleeding together into a madman's canvas. And then you encounter her, the princess, a twisted, eldritch abomination lurking at the heart of the game. Her presence a cold wind that blows through your very soul, an evil so profound it defies comprehension. Her face is a grotesque parody of innocence, a cherubic visage stretched into a scream of rage. Being the princess is the culmination of your journey, a trial by fire that will leave you shattered, your mind reeling from the horror you've unleashed. But beware, for the horror of the princess does not end with the game. Players who dare to complete it are said to vanish, consumed by the very evil they unleashed. Their consoles are found, still humming, the screen frozen on the princess's twisted visage. Others return, their minds broken, their eyes haunted by visions of the princess that dance in the shadows. Some claim the game itself becomes a curse, a malevolent force that sweeps into your reality. The princess's face appearing in every mirror, her voice a malignant whisper in the dead of night. Princess is a creepypasta that will leave you sleeping with the lights on, wondering if the horrors that you read about are more than mere fiction. Is the princess a creation of code and pixels, or a doorway to a realm of ancient evil? Every time you boot up your console, you'll wonder, is today the day the princess comes for me? Will I find her lurking in every game, her twisted face reflecting in the digital soul? And between reality and nightmare blurs, until you're not sure what's real and what's just a product of your own feared imagination. This is more than a story. It's an invitation to stare into the abyss, to tempt the darkness that lurks just beyond the glow of your screen. Will you dare to play the princess? To invite this horror into your home? To roll out the red carpet for the eldritch abomination that lurks at its heart? If so, be warned. Once you begin this journey, there is no turning back. The princess awaits, her cold, dead eyes fixed on you, her twisted face reflected in every shimmering pixel. And once you enter her world, you may never escape. The game will consume you, body and soul, until you're just another lost player, forever trapped in the princess's twisted realm of horror. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you made it this far, first of all, I love you. Thank you. This took me a frustrating amount of time to make because I had to record all these stories twice, dude. It was terrible. It sucked. But we're here now. I'm sick, but fuck it. We ball, right?